Hey guys, Jordan here. Before we dive into this video, I just want to say that you can sign up for the complete course, The Ultimate Photographer Formula, free of charge. It is an email course, so you'll get one video a day over the duration of 65 days as you progress through the course. And you can sign up for that free of charge by clicking the link in the description. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, in this video, we're going to go over shot types and composition for aerial photography. There are different types of aerial photography shots that you can take at a property. Which shots you decide to take will vary from property to property. All right, shot type number one, front elevation. This shot is usually taken from about 50 feet off the ground. It is a lower level aerial shot that shows the property as well as the surrounding areas and views the property may have. Shot number two, front corner elevations. At the same 50-foot elevation, we then take corner shots of the lot, usually on the left and right sides pointing towards the opposite corner of the lot. These are usually taken at a 45-degree angle. Shot number three, rear elevation shots. We usually take the same approach from our front elevation shots and apply it to the back of the property, showing what the backyard has to offer. Shot number four, higher elevation shots. We repeat shots 1 through 3, but at a higher elevation. These are usually taken at a height of around 150 feet. And shot number 5, sides of the property. Depending on the area and what it looks like, we like to take side shots of the property. With these shots, you can usually get a good sense of the depth of the lot as well as additional views. Shot number 6, top down. This shot is taken at a higher elevation with the camera pointing straight down. We usually take one pretty high that shows the lot and the area. We then take another lower level one that only shows the lot. If the property has a nice backyard, you may want to consider getting a top-down shot focused only on the backyard or any feature that the home may have, like a pool. Shot number 7, area and community. These shots show the property's proximity to area and community amenities like golf courses, schools, and parks. You want to make sure to show where the home is in relation to these amenities. You may also want to get some shots focused only on these amenities as well. Shot number 8, views. With these view shots, we typically focus on the views from above the property and aren't so concerned about including the property in these particular photos. These shots usually show mountains, forests, buildings, and any other views the property may have. Shot number 9, zoom. Some drones allow you to zoom in either optically or digitally. Using this feature, you can capture some amazing shots that look much different than the wide angle shots, even if you shoot at the exact same spot. These shots look great at a lower level, focusing on the property and showing the views. The zoom in shot will make the view appear much closer to the home and can create an awesome shot for the right property. You can even create zoom shots during the editing process by scaling in, as long as your drone has a high megapixel sensor. If your customer orders a large number of aerial photos, you can do another set of elevation shots higher than 150 feet. Always keep safety and obstacles in mind when shooting aerial photos, because there may be aircraft in the area or flight level restrictions that you'll need to follow. We teach our media specialists these different shot types, but also tell them to use their best judgment depending on how many photos the customer orders, as well as the property itself. These photos should help sell and showcase the good a property has to offer. Sometimes there are junky homes next door or super busy roads behind the property. When this is the case, we do our best to avoid capturing the negative in the aerial photos. One thing to remember when shooting lots is to make sure that you know where the lot lines are so you shoot the right property. We often draw lot lines on these photos to help the potential buyer understand what they are buying. You can also use apps like Google Maps or Landglide to see lot lines on most properties. Now, these are shot recommendations and a good starting point as to what kind of photos you can take at a property. Once you get to a property, you will need to use your best judgment at that point in time. Alright guys, reach out if you have any additional questions for shot types and composition for aerial photography, and we'll see you guys on the next one.